In this video, we're going to see how to solve the exercise Let's Go for a Ride from March 2021. It says it's a small company dedicated to renting bikes for rides along the river, and we have the information for 2020 main operations. So the first thing is related to materials, and it says that the bikes require a continuous disinfection in order to ensure the sanitary protection. So they bought 1,000 liters of disinfectant at €2 per liter. And they got a 5% cash discount. Remember, when you have a cash discount, the first thing is doing the discount, and then you can transfer the information into the chart. So this is what we're doing here. We calculate the final amount, including the discount, and then we place it in the chart. It's going to be a cost because it's necessary for production. It's going to be an expense because it belongs to the production department, and it's going to be a payment because if you have a cash discount, it's because you've paid. Then we have information related to salaries and workers. So the company has 2 workers that they earn 1,000 per month in 14 payments prorated. 14 payments prorated means 12 payments. This is going to be a cost because it's related to production. It's going to be an expense because it belongs to the production department, and it's going to be a payment because you always have to pay your workers. Then there's the owner. It's only one person that earns 1,800 per month in 14 payments non-prorated. So in this case, it's going to be 14 payments. And again, it's going to be a cost, an expense, and a payment, just as before. Now we have the information related to the depreciation. It says the company has 20 adult bikes and 8 bikes for children. So the first thing is going to be calculating depreciation base. So we have 20 adult bikes that were bought by 200 each, and 8 bikes for children that were bought by 150 each. And it says that each bike has a residual value of 10. So total residual value, it's going to be 10 multiplied by the number of bikes, which is 28. Then we can calculate total depreciation. It says that the company depreciates in a 4-year period, which means total depreciation, it's going to be divided by 4, and tax office allows applying at 10%. So legal depreciation, it's going to be the 10% of the depreciation base. The difference between total depreciation and legal depreciation, it's going to be over the law depreciation. And now it's time to transfer this information to the chart. So legal depreciation, it's always a cost and an expense. It's never a payment. Please remember, this is very important. Never a payment. And over the law depreciation, it's an opportunity cost. So it's just a cost. Now we have more information about other expenses. It says there's a responsibility insurance of 1,200 for the full year. So this is related to the production. That's why it's a cost. It belongs to the production department, so it's an expense and it's a payment. You always have to pay insurances in advance. Okay. Then we have some marketing expenses, and they are related to the website, and the website is the place to make reservations. So this is related to the production department. That's why it's a cost, because it's the way of making the reservations. It's an expense, so again, it belongs to the marketing department, to the production department, so it's an expense. And it says it's paid except the last invoice of 200. So the payment is going to be this amount minus 200. And then they have a maintenance contract with a company. So there's an invoice of 900 for the full year. However, they hire the company on September 1st. This means that instead of 900, we need to take into account that they only use it for 4 months. So they use it September, October, November, and December. 4 months out of 10. This means 300. This is a cost because it's the maintenance of the bicycles. It's an expense because it belongs to the production department, and it's a payment because you have to pay for it. Now we have information regarding the financial situation of the company. So we have information about a loan. it says that the company bought 5 bikes for adults and 2 bikes for children. So the loan, it's going to be 5 multiplied by 200, which was the adult bike price, plus 2 multiplied by 150, which is the children price. We also have the information to calculate the financial interest. We're going to do only the first year. We're not going to do the full chart for the loan, okay? Just the first year, that's the one we need to put it in the chart. So it says the financial interest is going to be a 6% rate. So we multiply the loan by 6%. And it also says that it's going to be reimbursed in 2 years, same amount each. So the reimbursement for the first year, it's going to be half of the loan. Now we transfer this information to the table. The financial interest, it's going to be a cost, it's going to be an expense, and it's going to be a payment, while the loan, it's going to be a collection for the part that we ask. So the money coming into the company, the full loan, it's going to be a collection. And then there's going to be a payment, and that's the reimbursement of the loan for this year. They also got a capital grant of 10,000 to expand the business. So it's a capital grant, which means it's only a collection. And then the owner provided 50,000 to create the company, and the estimated cost is 2%. This is an opportunity cost, which means it's only a cost. Once we're here, we have information regarding sales and production. There are 2 different interpretations here. So I'm going to show you both of them. I'm going to do first one exactly as it is in the exercise, and then another one that it's also in the exercise, but let's say it's a little bit more difficult to see and is the right one, the most appropriate one. So the first thing I'm going to do is add in the cost column to have total cost, and I'm going to calculate the number of units produced. It says they rented 15 adult bikes and 6 children bikes per weekend. So we can consider that the number of units produced is 15 plus 6 multiplied by 52. Why is this multiplied by 52? Because it says per weekend, there are 52 weeks in a year, which means there are 52 weekends. Once we have this, we can calculate cost price, and it's going to be dividing total cost by the number of units produced we just calculated. And now we have 2 different prices, one for renting adult bikes, another one for renting children bikes. So in case of children, we need to do a 15% margin of the cost, and in case of adults, this margin is at 20%. We're ready to calculate income sales. So income sales is going to be 15 bikes, 15 adult bikes, multiplied by 52 weekends, multiplied by the price for adults, plus 6 children bikes multiplied by 52 multiplied by children price. The company collects in the moment in cash. That's why income sales and sales collection are exactly the same. And in this case, we consider there's no warehouse, so the production could be exactly the same. However, this is not completely accurate, because we have a little bit more information. When we calculated depreciation, we saw that the company did not have 15 adult bikes, they had 20. And they did not have 6 children bikes, they had 8. So considering this information, we can say that the number of units produced will be 20 adult bikes plus 8 children bikes multiplied by 52, considering they are only renting during the weekends. And the number of units sold will be those 15 bikes plus 6 children bikes per weekend. Now we will do the cost price exactly as before, dividing total cost by the number of units produced. And we will calculate 2 different prices. One for children, including that 15% margin, another one for adult, including that 20% margin. And with this, we can calculate income sales. And income sales will be 15 adult bikes multiplied by 52 multiplied by the adult price plus 6 children bikes multiplied by 52 multiplied by the children price. Collections will be exactly the same. There's no delay in collecting the money. And there's just one last thing that will be the production. And in this case, yes, there will be several bikes that have not been rented, and that will be like the warehouse in a regular production company. So we will have income sales plus those bikes that are staying in the warehouse. That will be the difference between the number of units produced and the number of units sold, and that multiplied by cost price. So considering the second interpretation, which is more accurate, that's the one I'm going to use to place information in the chart. I'm transferring this last information to the chart. So here we will play the production. In production, I will place also here as an income sales, and as a collection, sales collection. Once I have this, I have all the information I need, so I can do totals for each column and I can calculate the results. So the first result we're going to see is the internal result, and as you can see, it's a positive one, which means the company is working properly, the production department is working properly. Then we have an economic result, and in this case, the result is negative, which means the company is not earning money. They are losing money. They are not getting benefits. They are losing money. So the company needs to check what's going on here, because they are not getting money as they should. And finally, we will check what's going on with the cash, if they can pay or not the things they have to pay in the short term. And yes, the monetary result is positive, which means they can pay their debts and everything's all right here. So the company has to worry about this negative economic result because the two other things seem to be working properly. I hope this video helps you to understand how to solve the exercise, and see you in the next one.